Welcome to today's meditation. I'm your host, Rebecca Packard. Take a moment to get ready to relax. If you need to, pause now. Find yourself a comfortable place to disconnect. If you need to, put on your headset and get ready to unwind as we walk through a guided meditation.
Let's take a breath and allow ourselves to come into this space. Allowing ourselves to let go of anything that might be weighing us down, that might be heavy on our hearts or in our heads, that might be just causing us anxiety or overwhelm, causing us to feel that anxious feeling. And allow ourselves to come to this moment and being here in the now, in the present time and space. You might find that you have this amazing ability to take a deeper breath all of a sudden, or that your shoulders just relaxed, or that you no longer have that knot in your stomach. And that's because when we are taking and doing this breath work and we are utilizing these inhales and these exhales to their max, we're able to flip our switch from that fight or flight response into rest and restore. So if you find that that happens more often than not, let's take note of that. What are we doing that's causing us to be triggered? What's causing us to want disconnection? What's causing us to go into escape mode? A lot of the times we take and utilize this breath work so that we can really bring our brain back to now. And in this time, just focus yourself to be peaceful, to be still, to be silent, to be connected to yourself, to take and be connected to your breath. And while you're utilizing this time to connect in those spaces and find peace in those spaces and to be peaceful in this space, recognize that the world is going to be the world. There will always be things happening around us. There will always be things happening on a grand scale, and then on the smaller, more community-based scales of what's happening in your community, what's happening in your home, in your social life, what's happening in the world. All of these things will continue to happen. All of these things will continue to evolve and to expand and to change, and there will always be different things coming up in all aspects, the good, bad, the indifferent. And recognize that the best way for you to show up in that, the best way for you to evolve in that, to grow in that, to heal in that, and to help with that is to create peace within yourself. Create peace in yourself, in your home, so that you can start to create peace around you. To create peace so that in your body, in your being, in your energy, anyone who comes in contact with you gets a little sip of peace, gets a little touch of what that feels like. That your body is able to find the space of rest and digest, and your inflammatory system is able to calm itself so that you can heal yourself more easily and you can find balance in your energy, so that everyone who interacts with you feels that, and whether they recognize it or not, it is something that helps them to calm themselves. And the more that we do this, as much as it seems like a mundane thing, as much as it seems like sitting and breathing is not that big of a deal, this allows us to release the things that cause the triggers, that cause the snowball effect in bad health, bad communication, bad responsive actions, lack of energy, distraction from life, from you, from being. This allows you to return to yourself, to return to your center, to return to your truth, to ignite that within you and to let it be your being, to let it be how you show up, to let it be how you are truly meant to be. And as you take a few last breaths, lock this into place with those breaths and allow yourself to really embrace that. Fantastic. Wonderful. I love it. I love that you take this time for yourself and you show up in this space and you tune into this space and you do this practice, because you know what the hardest thing is to keep doing this practice, because it's invisible, okay? A lot of people, they'll do it for a few days and then they let it go because they didn't have an immediate shift. They didn't have a life-altering, amazing miracle take place. And that is when you're missing the point. That is when you are not getting the bigger picture of what this is. We're not looking to do something to get something. We're looking to do something to be something, to become something. And that is a happier, healthier person, right? That is somebody who is got a solid foundation, somebody who can really tune into their self, into their truth, into their inner power and inner strength, and also somebody who, even if everything outside of you is going to hell in a handbasket, you can still take time to calm yourself down, to get yourself on track so you're not moving from the space of reptilian brain and you can go from the space of your true source brain, okay? And that allows you to really show up and have an impact in a bigger way. It allows you to problem solve better. It allows you to focus better. It allows you to support others better. And when you do that more and more, you become the superhero in that space, really, because you can flip it like a switch. And it really becomes an incredible gift that you have that you can share with other people. Because when everything else is like, people are frazzled and running around and doing all these things, and maybe it's a birthday party and maybe it's a world event, you don't know what, you're able to say, let's just take a breath. Let's just take a second. Let's just recenter ourselves, right? So I love, love, love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for showing up in this space, showing up for this time, and for tuning back into you. The world needs you to do that more often, and so does your family. So if you're not already, I invite you to follow me on Rebecca Packard NH on Instagram and at Rebecca Packard Live Free on Facebook, and to become part of the gathering with Rebecca Packard, where I'm sharing more and more things each and every week, and we are tuning in and having more and more people take time out for the ability to care for yourself, show up for yourself, and learn different things to support yourself in your life. So have a fantastic day, and we will see you here tomorrow, 2 p.m. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. And we want to hook you up because you're a loyal podcast listener. So head on over to www.rebeccapackard.com to get a special introductory price when you sign up for an emotion code session. Head on over to our website at www.rebeccapackard.com.